So welcome to the judge portion. And this will actually be a little bit longer judge portion, but that's okay. Don't complain about it. It was a little bit shorter look portion. So here you go. The Bible's got a lot to teach us about complaining. In fact, the Israelites, or the Jews, were God's chosen people. And even though they were God's chosen people, they were huge complainers. When you read the Old Testament and see the things that they said and did, you would realize they're kind of annoying. And yet these people were God's favorite people. It's that lineage that Jesus would come from. Jesus came from the Jews. Jesus came from complainers. And yet over and over again, we see that these people are grumblers. I think we're going to see that we can relate as well to it. First, let me give you a little backstory. The Israelites were in captivity in Egypt, and they spent time complaining about their slavery. Okay? And then when they got released from their slavery and led out by Moses, they complained about being rescued from slavery. And when after Moses and the Israelites got to freedom, the complaining went to a whole new, different level. In Exodus 15:22, they complained about the taste of the water. Exodus 16:1-4, they didn't like the bread, the manna that God gave them, that Moses gave them in the desert. Exodus 17:1-4, they were thirsty. Exodus 32:28, they got impatient waiting for the 10 Commandments. They complained and they built a golden calf idol to worship instead. Numbers 11:33, they complained about the food again. Numbers 12:1-2, Miriam and Aaron complained about Moses' leadership. Numbers 14:1-10, they didn't want to enter the promised land that God wanted to give them because they were afraid. So they were afraid, so they complained. Numbers 14:10, again, the Israelites didn't like Moses and they wanted to kill him. Numbers 16:41, they were still rebelling against Moses, who God appointed to lead them, and remembered, saved them from slavery. Numbers 20:1-5, they complained about the water again. See, one of the difficulties about complaining is it's not overly original. So here in Judges, here our judgment portion, we're seeing that our ancestors were complainers as well. But here's the thing. God still loved them. God still cared for them. God may have found them annoying, but God still loved and cared. And sometimes the Israelites, because they were complaining so much, didn't have a chance to really see what God was fully about. Sometimes when we find ourselves falling back to complaining, we are missing the opportunity of appreciating the good stuff that's around us. That may have happened to the Israelites and their relationship with God. That's okay. God figured out another opportunity for them as well. God sent them something more. God sent himself in the form of Jesus, his son. Take a look at that and think about your next complaint. Think about your next complaint and look about maybe if that's a possibility for you to flip that complaint into something positive as well. We'll get more into that into our ACT session coming up next.